to the angels everywhere, upon many men that deserve your mercy, but I don't deserve your mercy again. No, keep it kosher, we living how we supposed to. Every Sabbath on the block, we will be posted.
Book, give me
chapter 6 and verse 54.
Read that.
Okay.
So,
and after these,
so he made a statement, right? That when he was speaking about the Spaniards, right? He made a statement. Are we portraying white people to be evil, right? So what I'm going to explain to the brother is that the way that this works is God is the director. You all watch movies before, correct? In the movie, who picks who's the bad guy and who's the good guy? The director, correct? Now, God is the director of this movie called life. He chose who's going to be the good person, who's going to be the bad person. Nobody gets to choose their role in this film, correct? Because when we were slaves, we didn't want to choose to be it, but we had to do it, correct? So now, we're going to go to the scriptures to show how God feels about the roles that he gave to his people. Does he feel bad that he did it, right? Or is this his will? Is this how he wants to go about it? Read that.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 54.
Read.
And after thee, Adam also,
right,
whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
So everybody on this earth comes from Adam. Why? Because Noah came from Adam. God flooded the earth, and then Noah's 3 sons populated the rest of the earth. Right? So everybody comes from Adam.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Now God makes a distinction. Out of all of these people who came from Adam, there was a chosen people. Let's see who those people are. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 1.
Read.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant,
right?
And Israel,
Read.
whom I have chosen.
So the chosen people are God. So as we're following the story, everybody came from Adam, but out of those people, he has Israel on this side and everybody else on this side.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee,
right?
O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
So the plan was that all this earth being up on the top, right? Being on the top of society, living in the high rises, driving the nice cars, having the nice food, it was for us to have. But like the brother explained to you, we disobeyed God, so he took it away from us. Just like a parent gives you a gift, you do bad, they take it away, right? Read.
Verse 55. All this thing have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes, as for the other people.
So now, remember, we have Israel on this side. It just said the world was made for our sakes. But now he's going to address the other people, which is everybody else except for this side. Now, you don't see the Chinese people on here. You don't see the East Indians on here. You don't see the Arabians on here. So it's not just the white people. Everybody else outside of these collective people, whether they're in the countries listed here or scattered abroad in the world, he is addressing them now.
Which also come out of Adam.
Right?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
That they are what?
Nothing.
That they are what?
Nothing.
So God said that the people who are not Israelites are nothing. Now, that may seem like a harsh statement, because growing up, we're taught to be nice to everybody, do this, do this, do this. But the people who have the wealth in this country today got it through this. They didn't get it through being nice, right? They didn't get it through being nice. They got it through this. So the same way how we're able to tell when you do something to a white man in this country, you pay a firmer consequence than when you do something to a black or Hispanic, correct? Meaning what? They see your life as what? As what?
Nothing.
As what?
Nothing.
So we've been being told that our whole life, even though they might not say it. If you were to get killed, it's like, whatever, because you're nothing. Give me Sirach 36 verse 11. Now, let's see if they have that mindset towards us, because God has it towards them. Let's see if they have it towards us. Sirach 36 verse 11.
The book of Sirach, chapter 36, verse 11.
No, make verse 7. Sorry, verse 7. Go down to verse 7.
Verse 7. Raise up indignation,
Right.
and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy.
Right? So this is our prayer to the Most High, that He raise up and destroy the adversaries, the people that fight against us. Now, these pictures take place in sometime around 1500s, but nothing much has changed, right? They might now be wearing a cop suit or a suit and tie, but they still look to destroy so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American people. Why? Because they're God's chosen people.
Make the time short. Remember the covenant.
Right.
And let them declare thy wonderful works.
Read.
Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire.
Let him that do what?
Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire.
Just like the brother asked, when have they paid for their crimes? It looks like they got away. You commit mass genocide and nothing happens to you. You're getting away. Right? If you woke up and you see the news, somebody just killed 30 people and never had any jail time, he got away. These people never served their punishment for mass genocide. They didn't kill 1 or 2 people. They massively murdered people. Read.
And let them perish that oppress the people.
That what?
That oppress the people.
Now, if they're not oppressing nobody, they have nothing to worry about. But we all know that they're oppressing the people. Read.
Smite and sunder the heads of the rulers.
This is the point. Smite said the heads of the rulers, read.
Of the heathen.
Of the who?
Of the heathen.
The non-Israelites, read.
That say.
What did they say?
There is none other but we.
So everybody else outside of the Israelites say, guess what? It's nobody but us. Nobody else matters but us. So if the heathen, the non-Israelites are saying nobody else matters but us, who are they saying doesn't matter? Exactly. You get what I'm trying to say? So now this doesn't seem as harsh because they think you're nothing the same way God thinks they're nothing. But who has more power? Them or God? Who has more power? Man or God? We put man or God. Who has more power? God, right? Exactly. So even though they may see us as nothing, God still has more power. And so if God said that they are nothing, who in the end is going to be on that status? They're going to be on that status. Because of what? Read the next verse.
Gather all the tribes of Jacob together,
right?
And inherit thou them as from the beginning.
So, because in the end, we're going to be on top. The 12 tribes of Israel are going to come back together and see how they seen us as nothing. They're going to then realize they are something because they're God's chosen people. What could be more precious on this earth than God's chosen people? But yet, in their prideful minds, they still think that we're nothing because they don't think God is nothing. So they say his people trash, right? Donald Trump shooting paper towels when the people at the borders taking families away, right? They riding on horses, whipping the so-called Haitian man in the back. They do all of these things because they don't think that we're nothing. So I know at first it's like, but I want to love everybody. But the reality is, they don't love you. And the way God directed this movie, he created an adversary towards you. Because how God uses non-Israelites is when we mess up, he sends them after us.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say? He's their belt. Right? You know what I'm saying? They're his belt. Oh, y'all want to act up? I'm going to send the white man after you. I'm going to send the Arab man after you. I'm going to send the Chinese man after you. And this is how all of this came about. Give me Psalm 17:13. And then I'm
The angels everywhere upon many men that deserve your mercy, but I don't deserve your mercy again. No, keep it kosher, we living how we supposed to. Every Sabbath on the block where we be posted. Israel requires some, but you won't show it, no. This the generation of faith and we just know it, yeah.